Many social media conversations have said 5G technology is playing a contributing role in the spread of COVID-19. Technology-based businesses are also said to be big winners in many parts of the world that are on lockdown. Network senior producer and presenter Siphumelele Zondi joins us now via Skype to talk about how tech is impacted by COVID-19. Well, Network is SABC News Channel's technology news program. Zondi, a very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you very much. How are you, Simpu?
I'm great, man. It's good to have you with us this morning. And do you want to take us through what this post that link 5G to coronavirus? What is that correlation between the two?
Yeah, it's not clear where these conversations started from, but it's not just a South African issue. They've since gained momentum here in South Africa too, because they go back to, you find them in the United States. On Friday in the United Kingdom, we saw people burning some of these towers in these 5G towers because of these rumors that 5G actually is causing a coronavirus or contributing to the spread of COVID-19. It doesn't seem like there's any research that supports this. It's not very clear where it actually comes from, but you can see that it's gaining momentum even here in South Africa as well.
And has the South African government responded to this?
Oh, yeah, definitely. At a press briefing earlier in the week, one of the many press briefings that Health Minister Zweli Mkhize has been a part of, he has spoken about this and he has said that there actually is no correlation and there is no truth to it at all. He's also sent out a tweet saying things to that effect as well, saying that there is no correlation between 5G and the current coronavirus, because remember that COVID-19 is one of many coronaviruses, and a lot of conspiracy theories on social media have been saying, well, there are movies that mention something called coronavirus, which means this was planned before, but this is one of many coronaviruses that have taken place in the past. There's been SARS, there's been MERS, they just didn't really come to our shores that much in South Africa. This is the one that's come, that's probably happened in the rest of the world in a massive manner, which is why people think when they hear coronavirus in previous movies, then they go to social media and they're like, oh, I saw a movie that mentions coronavirus. It must have been planned. But it's one of many coronaviruses that have happened in the past. It's COVID-19, that is. So, yeah, the health minister has tried to dispute that. He has gone on social media. He has spoken at a press conference to speak about that as well.
Indeed, and as the debate rages on about this particular issue with international radiation experts repeatedly making it clear that there's absolutely no correlation between the two, but then one wonders then why the tech-based businesses are doing so well during this period.
Oh, I would believe that is very easy because we've moved a lot of the stuff that we do to technology. For example, if you are used to going to the office, some people had already started that to some effect, but it was slow, especially in South Africa and in probably other parts of the world. But if you are used to going to the office, you're now able to work from home, right? So you are using different technologies to work from home to do your work. It could be Slack, it could be, right now we're video calling each other, for example. A lot of people are holding meetings, work meetings via video call. So video calling services would also do better in this period. People are doing a lot of their shopping online. People who would not have otherwise done their shopping online in the past. We heard that Jeff Bezos' stock, Jeff Bezos is the founder of Amazon.com. They've gone up, obviously, again, because people are buying stuff online, with Amazon.com being one of the biggest online stores in the world. It's mostly because we are sitting at home and we are trying to social distance ourselves from other people. Therefore, we've turned to technologies. We heard that, for example, in Europe, Netflix and YouTube decided that they were going to slow down their services and the quality of their services over there, simply because so many people were watching content on YouTube and Netflix, and it was slowing down the internet because people are sitting at home. So that's why tech-based businesses are doing so well. Really not because there's some sort of sinister move that's been done here.
Now, Zondi, beyond this point, will we see people abandoning tech and going back to their old ways?
Some people will stick with tech. In fact, I believe that a lot of industries are going to change the way they've done stuff in the past. I think that's where COVID-19 is going to change the way we live our lives. Because if there's a better way of doing something, if there's a faster way of doing something, and you realize that your old way that you were struggling to abandon and pick up a new way is working better, because now people have literally been forced to completely change their lives and change what they do. So if you find that the new way you've discovered is now the better way, then a lot of businesses are definitely going to change the way they've done things in the past. A lot of people are definitely going to change the way they've done things in the past.
And I suppose this is the period when most companies and most businesses use this lockdown period as some sort of, litmus test or, a pilot project to see whether working remotely would be is productive, or is it counterproductive for the company, or is it something that they will be adopting post the lockdowns? Do you think that is the medium of operations that they will be adopting moving forward?
We hope good companies are going to be doing that. Because there's numerous research that's been done, Siphumelele, in the past that has looked at this. And it said actually that working remotely cuts travel time, for example. So you don't spend 2 hours catching different taxis trying to get to work. By the time you get to work, you are grumpy. So you spend the next hour trying to get rid of your grumpiness. And then it takes a while to get to work. And also you find that with certain individuals, the body might be at work, but the work is not necessarily being done physically. So if you are then checking whether the body is at work and checked into work, you will see the body at work. But whether the body is productive or not, that's a different case altogether. Whereas this research has also found that when you allow people to work remotely and work from home, especially the productive individuals who work really hard, you might find that they can get up later. They don't have to get up at 5 anymore. To get to work, to start work at about 8 or 9. They can get up at 7, for example, and immediately when they roll out of bed at 7, they start working. They might stop for a while. When they get an idea at 10 p.m., they'll go to the laptop and they'll work at 10 p.m. because they are more relaxed. They didn't deal with stresses of catching public transport. They didn't deal with stresses of being at work. And also because work and home merge in a way, if you will, and they are more relaxed individuals who are more productive. There's been numerous research that's been done on this.
All right, Zondi, so much has been said about the fourth industrial revolution, and it's been a concept that seems and sounds like it's lurking on the horizon. But is it here, really? Is the fourth industrial revolution here?
I know it's been an ongoing argument with a lot of people who've been asking, is it coming? Is it here? Well, it is here because if you look at what the fourth industrial revolution is, where automation and tech takes over pretty much a lot of what we do. It's taken a lot of what's being done in other parts of the world. It's been slowly trickling into South Africa. 5G has sort of somewhat started rolling out in South Africa, and we do know that it allows us to have smart cities. President Cyril Ramaphosa has spoken about a smart city that is currently being constructed in Lanseria, for example, which will be our first in South Africa. And then we've spoken about how other cities need to be upgraded and need to become smarter as well, the cities that already exist in South Africa. We've spoken about public transport as well, adopting the use of technology to make cities smarter, automation of everything. Testing of self-driving cars has been going on for the last couple of years in certain parts of the world, which means eventually we will have cars that don't need you to sit behind the steering wheel for you to drive it. You just punch in where you're going. Yes, you will still be needed to be in a car in the initial stages to mitigate whatever problem comes up, as any technology does not work properly when it's first being introduced. But yes, the fourth industrial revolution is not something that is a pie in the sky. That's just a conversation. It's something that's being introduced. It's something that has started in parts of the world. It's something that we are also slowly introducing here in South Africa as well.
Well, Zondi, you seem and sound like you're very much comfortable working from home, so we won't see you in our studios, right?
But mostly also shooting the show on location at the moment.
Okay, all right. Thanks for chatting to us this morning, man.
Thank you very much, Simpiwe.
All right, that was Network senior producer and presenter Siphumelele Zondi talking to us about how COVID-19 is impacting on the industry of technology.